What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Roots. So I'm going to review the third album by American country music group Rascal. This particular product is called Feels Like Today, and it came out in the fall of 2004. Now, then pitched about it here, particularly Rascal Flatts had one of the largest selling albums of 2006 with their hit album from 2006, Me and My Gang, as far as this particular album. Now, I've reviewed that particular album within these pitches, but that's probably not going to surface for a good while as far as these pitches album, probably 2027 or further pitch like that as far as these hit type of appeals going to happen. There might actually be another Rascal Flatts type album I reviewed within these aspects as well. I'm not as full on sure which one. It might be like the 2007 type one, but pitch like that. I want to get to some further Rascal Flatts here as far as these pitching albums. So, getting like the 2004 type aspects tore up. Kind of, now within the appeals, this was kind of pitched within these aspects that this was the initial start. Within some of these type pitches, this particular album, the 2006 one, and Melt from 2002, had some hit type appeals that got multiple charting singles on like the country, the U.S. country charts within these type pitches that were top 3, top 5 singles pitch like that, and even some number ones in there. So nice pitch. This particular one has at least 2 number ones in terms of the country airplay charts as far as these supposed to happen, and an additional number 2 type single pitch like that, along with 4 singles overall and a 5 times platinum type acclaim and certification as far as these supposed to happen. So excellent type pitch as far as paying attention to within the hit type variety pitch like that. Rascal Flatts was a large staple throughout the 2000s pitch like that with some of these type of deals amongst like the country type freight and some of these type aspects, but also pretty much crossover type appeal as well. A number of these were top 45 type singles on like the Billboard 100 as well as it's pitched like that, particularly when you think of songs like Life is a Highway by Rascal Flatts, since it pitches within sensitive aspects kind of tons as far as some of those type ones. They did have some crossover typeness, and that had the aspects for those present happens within the pitch as far as this is in a back type album with these pitches very simmering with the aspect kind of MySpace music before like the full bound type flair like that particular pop up kind of happened within the full bound typeness. It has some leftover kind of makeshift typeness, but it's kind of pitched as far as saying within these hit type appeals as far as getting towards like the product. It deals with like the conduct. Definitely the aspect of rural and outback as far as these pitches go, but within the pitch as far as saying more gravel roads and pitch like that amongst some stuff where it deals just the thrift type aspects of towns and pitch like that, just standard antique type stores and pitch like that. I'll not say it full blown antique as if it's old fashioned, but just the pitch. Probably within the variety of being old fashioned within some stuff pitch is just kind of more within the product of this outback type grazing and pitch like that. Very much a grazing type album within some stuff pitch is really the conduct. I was almost questioning what a get up of like a jostle type song. There is a little bit of like some kind of going out for like lunch and barbecue, since the pitches on here hitting like some back roads and pitch like that, since the fries for us to pitch can have a little bit of bonfire type fare and some of these type aspects, backyard type product within pitch alike. Hillside and countryside type connect as far as these first but within pitch as far as saying in terms like the outing kind of collect in terms like a venue type bang is full bound within pitch. It's not as full bound like that, but it's kind of the pitch is like relative type ones within pitch as far as saying the relative type aspect of like a hotspot type fair to kind of get towards with some of these type pitches for just like a round of festivity with the gang as far as those fairs are going to happen, whether that would be billiards or bowling alleys, some of those pitches, but aspects like that as far as these fairs are going to go. So excellent type pitches, paying attention towards it. Yeah, this album's going to get a 10 out of 10 within these products. That includes the bonus song that nowadays, back in 2004 or so, pitch like that, it was kind of within the aspect, it was added to the track list, but Skin Sarah Beth within these pitches is the 12th song on this album. That was a hidden track that was made into a single later on, so good nice pitch. So recommend all 12 of these songs, pitch like that. Good nice staple, very similar within the pitch, just within the aspects for us saying the hit type album from 2006 as well, got a classic score within these pitches as well. So yeah, within those aspects as far as saying, but just good composition about this album as far as these first album, just the aspect as far as getting towards it's sluggish and sunlick, definite excellent type variety as far as these first album, but the pitch as far as saying just the product of getting like some of these hillside type ones gonna have for like some sun gaze and sun stuff products to kind of like the products are kind of tossing and skipping stones since that fair as far as like the pitch kind of happens within like the variety of just like outback type fairs and pitch like that. It's kind of post up making s'mores since that pitch is good aspects as far as those prices have, but excellent within pitch. So I would say here, yeah, definitely within these pitches, within the aspects as far as these first going to happen. So it feels like today the title track's a banging type one. Now this was not the later 2 singles, both the 2 singles after the title track, Bless the Broken Road and Fast Cars and Freedom, had more chart type appeal as excellent type products, but all of these did pretty All four of these singles did largely within the fair amongst as far as these products can have them on the Billboard 100 and the country charts. This kind of pitch that some of these just had more. So the aspect now, especially nowadays in these aspects, as far as paying attention towards it here, you just have to. Particularly say within the aspect like Bless the Broken Road has over 340 million plays on Spotify. Feels Like Today has 13 million. Fast Cars and Freedom has over 81 million. So it's pitched like that. It's kind of hit type feel as far as saying. Skin Sarah Beth had the fourth single has 9.2 million. So it's the pitch as far as saying. Good aspects for these players can have, but yeah, Feels Like Today is like a chipper kind of country version of like Natasha Bedingfield's Unwritten and Vanessa Carlton's 1,000 Miles as far as these players can have. Good pitch like that, just kind of good, nice frolic as far as these players can have. So just some past timing pitch like that amongst these type of ordeals, and with the more, this is more jury type aspect, not quite as gripping. Not quite as full-bound biting and as gripping within the pitch of like those particular two singles. It's not to say it's not gripping within the aspect, but just kind of fair, just the aspect within the tone. It's good banginess within this particular hit appeal of this song, but just not as everyday within these pitches. There are bigger touch songs than pitches. Definitely Bless the Broken Road and Fast Cars and Freedom do have like some snap type appeal pitch like that. So some banging typeness, but it is 4 for 4 with the products that like these singles. Good, nice, just hillside kind of one to kind of get within like the Unwritten type varieties by Natasha Bedingfield pitch like that. Sense hit type appeals. It's the aspects as far as saying and Vanessa Carlton aspects like that. As far as paying attention to like the products, as far as getting towards like a good kind of sun peering pitches like that. Just amidst like the dredge that factor at 3:30, 4:15 p.m. Sense that pitches amongst the aspects like that, just typical kind of music, that kind of blase, makeshift type fair pitch like that, just in a country type sense. Bless the Broken Road, the second single, is a banging type one as well as like an earnest, rainy, and gripping kind of radio grab to get here pitch like that, just some window pane kind of sogginess, I'd say. Just good to have like a pastry for gal sense a pitch amongst this as far as saying, paying attention to some of these type aspects. There's a series of these songs on here within these aspects, particularly Bless the Broken Road, Skin Sarah Beth, and there's another type one on here within these aspects as far as like the variety kind of happens with like the day before you, as far as these supposed to have some of these rainy type, dreary type ones. This is kind of a mellow type album with these pitches, kind of the aspect, a little bit of sogginess on here, which is excellent type pitches, but it's just as far as saying, just kind of that dreary type factor, just the onlook of just personal type gripe kind of getting in the way as far as these supposed to happen. It's kind of aspect. An active list of blase as far as these supposed to happen, just from the pitch of like the particular. It's definitely a good, nice product where pick-me-ups would come in handy pitch like that. Now, within the variety, as far as saying, within the destination, this kind of feels within the aspect of questioning within the fair is full-bound to like getting complete shit-faced within the full-bound type variety pitch like that. It's kind of within the tone as far as paying attention. Within the fair, as far as paying attention, it's within the Outback type fair, but it's kind of the aspect as far as saying it's a lot more easy going with these pitches, and not say easy going in terms of like the product of like not having some of these type varieties, but it's just kind of pitch as far as like the kickback type fare within the product of just it's kind of like Arcadia and pitches like that, some of those type varieties. Definitely some Arcadia type kickback within pitches like that, but definitely varieties as far as just some of those particular type varieties like the pick me up type aspect within tone of just keeping like said Starlet and folk out of the doldrums pitch like that, just pastry type fare for some pickups and stuff varieties, good nice bakery visits and something that pitches kind of have like those aspects. It's good cream cheese bread and pitches like that. Sometimes hit type feels good aspects for those pitches kind of, but excellent type pitches. Fast Cars and Freedom's a good nice one here. This is a good beeline for me with these pitches for these pitches kind of good banginess here. It's like an excellent kind of glared hillside kind of splits to get to in haystacks as far as these pitches kind of sitting on some haystacks pitches like that. This Outback type variety. Hit type glaredness pitch like that, this bonfire type song, just definitely good for like some nice story fair and pitch like that. Just connect type product within some type aspects. A little bit more of like a glared kind of dredge type factor within these aspects for the fair's gonna have gives like vibes of Jason Aldean and pitch like that. Some type aspects in the tone, just tailgate type Outback type fair sense of pitches. Now within the pitch, just some of these type tones in the pitch. If you have work type varieties and pitch like that within the appeals, but it's kind of Outback type fair, just having like a great sweet and rotation. Some of the pitches just getting to the product, just like the kickback with some of these type of appeals, but just the activity kind of going pitch like that. Some type aspects. Horseshoes pitches like that as far as these pitches got section type pitches amongst it. Skin Sarah Beth is the fourth single, and this is a bonus type song within pitch, like a hidden track on the album. But nowadays, I mean, that was probably back in 2005, 2006 when they added it to like the addition of the album. But still nice pitches here as far as the variety's gonna happen. It's like a gripping kind of country ballad to get, just pure. Skin Sarah Beth is like a gripping kind of country ballad, pure to get in dissonance as far as these pairs gonna have them. Just a homestead kind of routine, I'd say. Just get some chores roped up, pitch like that, grab like an icy for a gal as far as these pitch gonna have. So just a gas station type visit, pitch like that, kind of keep on the aspect, just like the spice of it. This is a particular one that's really in the doldrums as far as these supposed to have concerning the fray. I clicked on this particular song within the aspects as far as saying that the Sarah Beth gal in this particular song had like leukemia and affairs like that. So it's within pitch as far as paying attention like the variety as far as just definite pick me ups here within the variety as far as like the aspect of this particular blue as hell type girls within pitch as far as just the aspect of kind of getting on like that particular remedy and antidote type game, but not within the welcome mat type variety, but just the pitch of just pulling said gal out of quicksand within lickety split type fair as far as this pitch game, just stupidness that kind of goes on within like the fray, just things that are kind of within the atmosphere of the variety pitch like that, just things. These are some stupid things you should know. Pitch like that, since hit type peels, aspects like that. Definitely a good raspberry, icy, grape. Definitely a good, nice raspberry and grape icy since that pitched amongst that good fairs like that, amongst things type hit type peels. Then these aspects here as far as the fairs can happen, yeah, the classic album with these pitches, 10 out of 10, recommend all these songs as far as these pitches can happen. So there's a series of these on here with some of these type products as well. Definitely one of which that has like some jostle kind of about within these type pitches. There's a couple that have like some pretty excellent kind of jostle on here, pitch like that. One of which is Here's to You, another which is Oklahoma, Texas Line. So I'm going to talk about some of these. Here's to Use one of these type ones. Here's to Use like a good, pleasant kind of embark and musty kind of sunlit kind of gravels to get towards pitch like that. Gal needs some donuts probably. It's kind of within the fair, just kind of haphazard songs type pitches, probably within the variety of like the relative type aspect with some of these type songs more in a blase type sense like Skin Sarah Bath and like particular Bless the Broken Road and when the sand runs out and particular like holes and things that ones it's kind of pitched for saying gal definitely needs some donuts from Krispy Kreme and stuff. That's a good pitch like that, just kind of get the spice of it going. Just the stupids that within the product like the stupids within the product of the recents pitch like that, so it's type hit prize pitch like that. Oklahoma Texas Line is just like that one as far Oklahoma Texas Line is just like that one as far as these pitches can have an excellent type pitch. It's like a feeling froggy in the midst, like some lunch rush type chatter within these pitches. As far as the variety kind of happens, just pick up like some barbecue lays, this barbecue in general, get some baby back ribs, since the pitches with an aspect extra type fairs, this local spot post stuff, figure out the price. Some of these type ones. It's good for like a round of memes, pitch like this, sense it type feels this feeling chat, pitch like that, getting towards these products like the crunk typeness. Good assortment of jostle and pitch like that. Hit type rise as far as these fish can have them. Breakaways, the hitting type one as well as like a beaming kind of lazy sunshine and embark to kind of get towards here as far as these fish can have them. Cooked diva like some eggs and bacon fairs like that, since type rise with this like the early and initial type products pitch like that for kind of the spark of just getting towards like some activeness and getting towards like some activeness and onset as far as these fairs can have them. Just parkside, some of these type fairs, figuring out like a park to kind of hit out, since that fairs is pitched like that for like collect and fairs like that. Deep kind of phone die within, since that pitch as far as the fairs can have. So just the pitch of just playing that type shit on like said gal or just folks in general type phone pitch like that amongst things that fairs, just like the probably being as if you probably have like 10, 15, 30 type things within your phone that's just been pitched that probably is just collected dust that probably needs to be known about, since the pitch just the aspects probably saying it's plenty of those type ones within pitch like that, just the hit type appeal. Good round of eggs and bacon and some healthy and bark as far as those fish can have some excellent type pitch, just a good nice pep and hup to it as far as those fish can happen. Where you are is a hitting type one as well as like a nice glaze and acoustic kind of evening sun licks to get towards here pitch like that. Just grab like some Fritos pitch like that, Diva, Pepsi, since they're probably good. Get Diva like a nice sparkly kind of wild cherry Pepsi, since that pitch just kind of sift through things as far as these fish can happen. So just appreciate like the embellish of like the standard sparky country engaged as far as these fish can happen. So excellent type pitch as far as varieties can happen, excellent type pitches here. Then I did as a nice one with these aspects as well as like some get-alongs and weekday commute to get towards here pitch like that. It's kind of quicker goings on, since the pitch is just gusty and fleeting as far as these fish can have them. Just break a spell from that particular type variety with gal, get towards the next products. Just like some set aside just porches to hit up pitch like that. Figure out these fairs just like the recents within the product kind of it. Good excellent post up and what's the dealios as far as those fish can. So good within some hit type aspects. I definitely have to say when the sand runs out, it's hitting as well within these aspects, like a nice juror and usual kind of rope up to get towards here. Smoke a sweet sunset fairs, get a great sweet in the air, since I pitched amongst it. Just leftover kind of utility, I'd say. And when the product just raking up some things, just the pitch like the particular product, just getting the plants taken care of. Some of these type varieties amidst like the fair of just finishing up pulling like weeds or fairs like that, since I pitch amongst it, just trimming the plants, since the best is good pitch like that, just kind of tend to things for these pitch guys, including gallon mine pitch like that, since I fairs just the extra type products. So kind of the pitch of this extra type fairs just within a home, just within a residential outback type sense, as far as these varieties can have. So good nice pitches. This is kind of similar to varieties like Lady Antebellum as far as these pitches go. So it's within the pitch as far as saying it's a little bit before Lady Antebellum within these type of pitches, but it's a variety as far as saying some type products as far as like the Farrah Disc, kind of in like an adult contemporary type Farrah pitch like that amongst these type of products where it's not really within the aspect like the makeshift kind of goings on, but just kind of pitch it just kicking it with the house, some of these type pitches, just get the tiding kind of going, some of these type aspects, just standard jur, just get like the task of it. Get a great sweet torch sense that pitch amongst the variety, just like extra passing time within these hit type varieties pitches like that. Another good nice one here is holds as far as these pitches can have. It's like a long day blase and relief to get towards here pitches like that. Just rope up like some house fair, pretty similar to like when the sand rope up some house fair pitches like that, pretty similar to like when the sand runs out and some of these type pitches, kind of the aspects for us saying just yard sit, some of these type varieties amongst it, just have like a Budweiser in your system, 2 or 3, 4, some of these type pitches amongst it, toss some stones, good nice toss some stones, pitch like that, some good nice pastime type aspects with Galmine, make like some s'mores, pitch like that, some hit type feels the standard gap going pitch like that. Another good nice fair for some personals and story type fit with things aspects as far as the pitch can have, banging typeness depth within these tones. As far as these pitch can have, and I think one of the last ones I haven't talked about on here, pitch like that, is the day before you. As far as these pitch can have, so accent type pitches here, it's like a quality combo with bless. The day before you use the quality combo with Bless the Broken Road, as far as these guys gonna have them good banginess, as far as these varieties gonna have them just pop country kind of smear, kind of get towards just some sun gaze, I'd say, just kind of a recline to kind of get towards. Just definitely kind of kick your feet up and pitch like that. Sometimes hit tough varieties as far as like the aspect, as far as saying just appreciate like the weather and the aspect like the countryside, hillside type product pitch like that. Just the aspect like some good niceness, ice cold beer in your system, sometimes hit type products amongst it. Good excellent routine kind of blase within those pitches. Definitely some banging kind of country makeshift as far as these fits can have. So excellent within the pitch behind. It's kind of great for like probably a little bit past like the huge, mildly past prime time pitch like that. More kind of 6:45, 7:30 type fair within these pitches amongst the aspect, but just yeah, definite probably beautiful as sunset sunset pitch amongst it. Just good nice for kind of get towards sunset pitch. Just the relief of sunset products just get towards. Post hour kind of connect and pitch like that amongst these hit type fields. So excellent aspects as far as these pitches can. So within pitch, as far as talking about this down, as far as these pitches can happen, I think I talked about all these on here as far as the aspects going to go. Good 10 out of 10 album. Social score is going to go ahead and get a 10 out of 10 as well. Now within the pitch, as far as saying the product about some of these type varieties, as far as these pitches can happen, the only thing about it within these aspects is capital enough. Did go 5 tons platinum, so that's a pretty large deal within the aspects, especially past like a certain point like the 2000s where that started to happen a lot less. But the fair as far as saying really had some large type ordeals. It's a good excellent mainstream staple. Had plenty of chart and sales type appeal pitches like that. But the varieties for saying the tear up is kind of on here since the pitches in terms of like the factors. Some of these type of jostle type songs pitch like that. You do get some barbecue spot type songs since the pitches heading out on like some gravel roads and back roading pitch like that, some type varieties. They got a little bit crazier with the 2006 type album. I need to get around to purchasing that particular album, but the pitch for saying some of those type ones from 2006 was that kind of was a little bit more hill. That particular one from what I remember was a little bit more hilly pitch like that, just amongst like the furious kind of back road type jostle pitch like that. This particular one has more kind of jur within like more residential bound kind of grazing and pitch like that amongst things that appeals to this kind of residential type fits. Not to say as if there's not release within these products, but it's kind of fair as far as saying within these aspects there's not really like a dance venue kind of like dance venue or rodeo type songs that pitch amongst the varieties as far as these band kind of having square dance type fair songs that pitch amongst like collecting some of these type of appeals. But the pitch behind it, you do get the occasional kind of Budweiser, 2 or 3 songs of products within the system, a couple of great sweets in there, some pitches like some good nice fairs, some bonfire typeness kind of get towards. I do like the pitches, some of these type ones, an Outback type variety. Definitely a real good standout in here is Fast Cars and Freedom pitch like that. And there's some other type ones in the product, just good commercial type feels, very commercial with an aspect for us like the varieties. Some of these type ones kind of have like some Muzak type fairs kind of pitch and disc. More miss like the neighborhood type block type post up within an Outback type fair, but the pitch as far as saying some of these type ones good for skipping stones, since the products just tossing stones, since type pitches getting towards the product just more neighborhood type activity pitch like that within a hillside type sense. As a pitch for saying Gallimine with since the products have ICs and good ICs and scones kind of have something to pitch amongst it, just getting towards phone dive and parkside type flips as far as these pitch can have just within the aspect like had. In addition to figuring out some evening scene kind of activity as far as these pitches, I have a banging typeness here, definitely within these varieties pitch like that. So yeah, 10 social, I'd say it's the pitch behind, it's just the capital typeness, good products amongst it. In terms of the future within these pitches, particularly particularly within the hit type variety. Rascal Flats has dropped an album as recent as like the late spring of 2025 as far as these pitch albums. So excellent type nist getting towards the product over here. Definitely some blistering type nist. We're going to get to some more of these type ones. Like I said with these pitch, I don't remember if I actually did, if this is the third Rascal Flats I've reviewed pitches like that, but some further type ones we're going to get to within the hit type variety. Definitely some of these banging type pitches, I'd say within the aspect, it's good, real good classic staple, notable type selling product out of the 2000s, especially in country music, and just overall the 2000s in general, pretty prolific, kind of multi-platinum type one. Definitely some gems on here, pitch like that, plenty of type ones to kind of make a beeline for, pitch like that. Is some outback kind of saunter and homestead type activity that keeps the spice of it going, just with like the good prolific kind of lambent type charm and sparks for us, which is definitely vicious.